So over the weekend, Microsoft got hit with the FTC again about their price increase for Xbox Game Pass. Even Sony ponies will admit the FTC has a hard on for Microsoft, and I think a lot of it goes back to that Activision Blizzard deal because they lost that and Microsoft won that, and the FTC just hasn't let it go. However, FTC might actually have a case on them this time because they said as part of that deal they were not going to increase prices.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Get Bill Gates in here!
So Microsoft responds to FTC over Xbox Game Pass price increase. The FTC publicly stated that a recent price increase and tier changes to Xbox Game Pass would inflict consumer harm. Microsoft has come back with a message of their own. So this was their response. It is wrong to call the Xbox Game Pass standard as a degraded version of the discounted Game Pass for console offering. The discontinued product did not offer multiplayer functionality, which had to be purchased separately for an additional $9.99 a month, making the total cost $20.98 a month, while Game Pass Ultimate's price will increase from $16.99 to $19.99 a month. The service will offer more value through many games available day and date. Among them is the upcoming release of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which has never before been available in a subscription day and date. The letter adds that the FTC barely mentioned during the trial surrounding Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard the focus of the trial as that Microsoft would keep Call of Duty off PlayStation consoles, that Microsoft says has nothing to do with the price changes and tier coming to Game Pass. Bullshit. Anyway, while the FTC has now tried to shift the focus to its alleged subscription market, its letter does not map onto the arguments below. Setting aside that it's common for businesses to change service offerings over time, the FTC's case in all of its alleged markets has always been premised on vertical foreclosure, that Microsoft would withhold Call of Duty from rivals and therefore harm competition. But even in the alleged subscription market, Call of Duty is not being withheld from anyone who owns it.
They fucked up. Don't lie to the U.S. government under oath. Just don't. That's what they did. That's the thing. It's like, look, I think Game Pass for actual Xbox, just Xbox, is a waste. I've thought that for a while. The PC one is a much better value. It's going to continue to be a much better value. And if you have both, then you would just get Ultimate. If the FTC has a fucking hard-on for Microsoft because of a lot of things. One is that Activision deal. The other is the OpenAI stuff that Microsoft's been involved in. The FTC is really looking at Microsoft closely. So don't give them a fucking reason to do anything, especially if you promise under oath that you're not going to do something, and then like months later or a year later be like, we're actually going to do that thing now. It's fucked. It's fucked. They may be able to get out of this, but I don't think so. I think they're going to have to pay a fine, but they're not even going to have to stop doing this, realistically. The Game Pass thing is going to go through. It's just going to be now you got to give the U.S. government a couple $1 million. For a company like Microsoft, that's nothing. They'll just do it, and they'll be like, whatever. And they get to go ahead with whatever plans they have for Game Pass.
Now, what have I told you? That's not all Microsoft did.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
Xbox isn't blessed with large budget, says EMEA marketing director.
Okay. Okay.
Go fuck yourself. You just spent how much billions of dollars did you just spend on fucking Activision? What do you mean you're not blessed with fucking funds? Go fuck yourself, actually.
You were blessed with funds. You spent it. That's different.
Just because you fucked up does not mean you weren't blessed, you pieces of shit. Oh, listen, we had no money. You know what I'm saying?
So I read this before. Yeah. And he goes through basically being like, well, PlayStation is spending more money in Europe than we are, so, like, what are we supposed to do? I don't know, fucking try to compete, dumbass. That's your job. You're the marketing director for Europe.
Maybe don't spend all your fucking money on fucking Activision.
This guy is literally saying, how am I supposed to do my job well? The other people are doing my job better than I am.
Yeah, he's
The other
blaming the
company.
fact that they got more money to spend and they're able to spend more, whereas he's
Yeah,
saying that they can't spend as much as they can, yet
But
they're
Sony
getting,
isn't spending
FTC's getting
billions
that.
of dollars acquiring studios. That's the thing. Sony has a lot into the PlayStation brand. It is one of the most profitable things they have. Whereas with Microsoft, Xbox is a footnote. The thing is, for Microsoft, any footnote is still fucking expensive as shit. So they can go and be like, all right, fuck it. We'll buy Activision Blizzard. Why not?
Didn't
Yeah, right.
Sony just close down one of their Europe places anyway?
Yeah.
That's what?
Yeah, they
If
did.
they did, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so what the
And
fuck
so,
is he...
and so Xbox. That's the
Yeah.
thing. They're both doing this. Like,
Yeah.
you have... The thing is, like, it feels like he's like, oh, okay, we can't compete in Europe and in Africa and the Middle East, where he is the director of, which is a good portion of the fucking planet. And he's basically saying like, oh, well, we can't compete because they got more money than us. Well, you're a marketing director. Part of your job should be to be able to figure out how the fuck you can outsell a company that's putting more money into that region. If you were really good at your job, you could figure that out. You basically just admit to the world, I fucking suck at my job.